Good night, good night, good night, and welcome to day 73 of the 90-day poetry writing challenge. Ooh, getting all of my hair under this hat was a challenge in itself, equivalent to the 90-day challenge. But nevertheless, I am here to deliver tonight's poem. What is? Yeah. Okay, Angel is commenting on my hat here, but it's looking like a roof. Nevertheless, I need it. I need it because my hair is uncombed, very much so. But here I am, on day 73. This is Amanda in her most natural form. Here, on day 73. So let's do this. It's another one of the Dear Diabetes letter, and this one is called Homewrecker Defined. And I'll just explain that in poetry. So let's go. If this is what I had to say, if I had to say something to diabetes, this is one of the things that I would say, and I would want people to know about this possibility of diabetes being a homewrecker. And when I say diabetes, I mean uncontrolled diabetes. So let's do this. Uncontrolled diabetes, today in your honor, I expand the meaning of what it means to be a homewrecker. The term is usually used in the context of an extramarital affair, but your complications can produce just as much despair. When you're present, you challenge the dynamics of relationship, as keeping a check on you takes more than a stick on the fingertip. When uncontrolled, you pounce on the opportunity to take away a person's breadwinning responsibility. You interfere, causing financial instability, sometimes putting an entire family in great difficulty. As if normal didn't have its fair share, you challenge the interaction with the ones who do care. The mood swings you produce, everyone has to be aware. Some stand up to it, while others just stay clear. There's the old saying of not getting in between a husband and a wife, but you do the opposite by becoming a part of their life. You complicate things with decreased sex drive and impotency, which is a direct threat to moments of intimacy. So there you go, breaking bonds and connection, slowly eroding feelings of love and affection. Diabetes' sweet-talking intent isn't so friendly. That's why, under homewrecker, it should be added to the dictionary. So that, in a nutshell, it's Homewrecker Defined. The effects of diabetes, it's so wide, it's so varied. There's so much of things that can go wrong when diabetes is uncontrolled. The complications are many, and this is one of the areas in which much light isn't shed. You know, the topic of impotency, of decreased sex drive, that is something that is kind of taboo and not spoken about. Even a person might be experiencing it, but they may not tell it to their doctor for the, there's just an embarrassment to share that part of it. But it's a reality, and these things do affect the relationship between the spouse or their significant other. Another thing I spoke about here, it's that diabetes can take away a person's breadwinning responsibility or capability, as if they are hospitalized, they may be away from work, or worst case scenario, if they may lose a limb, via amputation. That could affect how they earn a living. And financial stress is one of the things that can really shake a marriage, and that affects the divorce rate, the statistics, very, very much. So diabetes is definitely something to look out for in terms of it being a home wrecker. Yeah. And those are just two of the points which I outline. That of mood swings, the highs and lows of diabetes definitely puts that person in a different mood. And how they interact with their family, their significant other, it could put a strain on the relationship. So these are the things that we must be aware of, and how we react it will definitely determine how a person's livelihood on a whole goes. So that is my take on day 73 of the 90-day poetry writing challenge. It's called Homewrecker Defined, and it's another one of the hashtag Dear Diabetes letter series, in which the American Diabetes Association is using that as their campaign for people to just write their thoughts, their feelings, their ideas about diabetes. Just get it out there on pen and paper, or if you're into the tech, do it that way as well. But it's an area in which you can vent, an area where you could just get some relief by writing about diabetes, how it affects you or someone you may know. So thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you, Angel Jones, always supporting. Tanisha, hi, good night. Ja, my batchmate, Ja Lacan, and Avaria Naz, yes, my schoolmate, Jamel Joseph. Good night, Jamel. Yeah, so this has been day 73 of the 90-day poetry writing challenge. This Tuesday, November 14th, it's World Diabetes Day. So the last couple of days you would hear me speaking a lot or writing a lot about diabetes, because I really have a passion for diabetes education. It is something that is truly a threat to our future, and more has to be done. More people just definitely have to join in the fight against diabetes. Do whatever you can. If you are a writer, write. Spread the word, spread information about diabetes. Whatever talent or skill you have, see how best you can use it, to join in the fight against diabetes. So thank you all again, and be blessed. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.